Hello and welcome, everybody. We are once again live. Yeah, that's my performer voice. Do you like it? Hello, I gotta do the man cow. Ah,
Hello.
turd. Welcome, everybody. We're
The way,
live.
the way Anthony fucking broke his neck, he's like, "Oh, we're
Yeah,
live."
Lewis is dead. He heard a ghost whisper through his hallways. If this was paranormal activity, he would hit the monitor with a violent thud. Lewis is kind of here. Giovanni's with me, as well as Alex, and I, of course, am here, clearly. We're doing another episode. This episode, we're not really reviewing anything. We're just gonna kind of talk a little bit about what's coming out. We got some trailers to watch and some in the news. We'll get into it, but we lost a couple people today. You know, near and dear to our hearts. Not like they're celebrities we've never met or anything. But yeah, we've got some deaths in the family. They would say, not me because they're not my family, but somebody is their family that would say that. How are you guys doing?
Good, doing good.
What's up,
I'm
Gene?
alive.
Giovanni's just
Giovanni's
That's
still.
how my week has gone.
He's stuck in fucking VR AR life right now. He's
he's
living.
become one of those sun little things that you put at your window and just keep going like this.
I think anybody who works an American paced job in as many hours is that person. Like we're all just hoping to
Dead
catch a
behind
glimpse of the sun.
eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I have these bags for a reason. My soul left long ago. That's how that works.
Can't tell when you have your glasses on.
No, it covers them very well, but then I take them off and it's like,
The fuck?
Right.
Put it back on.
good there, buddy. Hey, I wouldn't talk.
Sorry, I'm seeing myself on the TV and I'm here.
I think
Weird.
that's very vain of you, to be honest.
And
think-
on my phone.
I think
so.
you need to check yourself before you wreck yourself.
It's distracting to see yourself.
No, I guess we could start with because I haven't been on in a minute. If you guys have been watching anything interesting since we're not doing like a formal review. I haven't watched any movies really, but we've been running through the Vikings show.
I got halfway through it and had to stop because I like powerhouse through it, and so I think I stopped at the beginning of season 4 or 5 maybe, and I took a
That
break.
show's really good.
So my plan is to go into it and finish it, and then go to the prequel series or the sequel
It's a
series, right?
sequel, yeah. So I'm a huge fan of the Viking era. I read a bunch of historical fiction books. But I've been trying to watch that show and the Netflix one. And then there's a Netflix show called The Last Kingdom that we're wanting to start. But that's all we've been doing lately is just watching TV shows. We haven't really watched any new movies.
Vinland Saga is on Netflix.
I need to watch that. I just started the
What
manga.
the fuck
That's
is that?
really
Oh, no,
good. It's
anime?
a Viking anime. It's
Also,
really good.
I'm trying to pinpoint when fuck was allowed on TV because like I've now seen Walking Dead clips where they say fuck in the show. So it's a later episode. It's Negan says it, but the very first show that I watched that had fuck in it that was basic cable was the show Happy, and they would play it, and then they would play an episode after it an hour later when the other one finished that was completely unedited. And that was the first show I ever saw that used fuck. And then Sunny used it because What We Do in the Shadows used it, and like FX really pioneered it.
But that's all. FX is also.
I thought the only words you couldn't say was bitch and shit.
No, you could say those completely. Literally, there was a shift. That's what I'm saying. At some point, basic cable, you could say fuck. Like
after a certain hour.
Not even.
Really?
Because I mean, look, What We Do in the Shadows opens it, and I think they're on at prime time, 8 p.m. I think the honest truth is they're not making these shows for TV. They're making them for Hulu. They're making them for whatever streaming service they're on. Because there was a shift, like even Walking Dead that was on AMC was allowing fuck, and then Always Sunny, they said cunt on air. Like they did. The whole like gamut of what you could say on basic cable, I think, is in order for them to try to, I think, compete with streaming services like Netflix and even HBO at this point, they've had to go full unedited content, which it should have been this way for a long time.
USA does it with the Chucky series right now.
Can you imagine how much better Burn Notice would have been if they were like actually cursing, dude? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know why we've washed our TV and censored it so much to the point of like, I hear fuck on a sci-fi show and I'm like, that fuck? You say fuck?
What?
I heard fuck.
Have any of you guys watched the first season of the Chucky TV show?
No, I figured
I
you
made it
had.
through 2 episodes.
Dude, I loved it. It's so terrible, but it's just so like it
Is it
just feels...
purposefully terrible, or is it by like accidentally terrible?
No, I think
Like, is it terrible in the right way, or is it like this? So whoever's making this is an idiot.
well, no,
I think
Don Mancini, I think, leaned into like what he does best. Like it feels like it's awful. It's a bad show, but it feels like the Chucky movies. Like it's actually...
Well, then I think that's the target intended. Like, I was surprised. I liked the Scream show for the first couple seasons. I didn't finish it.
I've never
but-
seen it.
First couple seasons
I've never seen it
really
either.
weren't bad, dude. They were pretty good. It was pretty violent, like for as an MTV show considering, but like I dug it. But I also liked the Blade show when it was on in fucking 2001. So what the fuck do I
remember
know?
that.
I was
I remember the
young
Blade show.
and stupid and loved Blade. I don't love Blade anymore because apparently nobody does. Marshall Ali left the god is basically at the point of like, can we do something about this? Because if we don't, man, I gotta bail. Like the
Well, they
director
lost-
left.
They lost
Yeah.
the director. Yeah,
It's like,
Mhm.
it's bad.
what the fuck?
Bad sign.
But Marshall, didn't he didn't like the direction it was going? I think they said?
He's on report as being like basically just not happy with the script, and it's like at some point you have to, you have to learn from Ryan Johnson. Like they can hide behind Disney can hide behind. Well, that Star Wars movie, lots of people went to see it in theaters. Yeah, because it was the last fucking Star Wars movie besides Rogue One you were able to see in the theaters. Like,
They were also,
I'm
like kind of tricked in by story.
I'm tired of fucking like who's not gonna go see the finale of a trilogy? So like
Yeah, that is
I'm
true.
tired of them hiding behind numbers. The movie itself, cinematography wise, was okay, but the story was shit. The writing was shit. They shit on the characters themselves. I mean, Luke is the biggest fucking tragedy in any storytelling ever. What they did to him at the end of it, and
Yeah.
it's like. But anytime you criticize that fucking movie, it's I like the space battle. What, the one space battle, or was
Dude,
the
in
one
the- in
was
the-
the one lightsaber battle you liked?
In all 3 movies, I think there's like 2 lightsaber battles. Total.
Was it?
And don't get me wrong, the lightsaber battle was shot beautifully, but you
It
give
was,
me
yeah.
one scene of that. Like you build up. What's up, KG? You build up the Knights of Ren, and then they're just nothing. They're just another NPC that you throw in there for Kylo to slaughter and her to show how goddamn powerful she is. Meanwhile, Luke is in a puddle of his own fucking depression. It just none of it made sense to the characters, and it's just like, and I'm kind of like, fuck Mark Hamill, bro. You're
Oh, wait.
Mr. Star Wars, right? And you let them do that.
Wasn't it us that we were talking and they said that Mark Hamill actually wasn't happy with the.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
no,
he
he
still
was
took the
not
fucking
happy.
paycheck. If he had any integrity, he would have said, I'm not doing the script as written. Because here's the thing. Anybody tweets hashtag Star Wars, Mark Hamill's up their ass eating a carrot. He's, oh, what did you say about Star Wars? Because I'm the fucking lord of Star Wars. And then he still read the lines. He still was okay with the storyline the way it went. It's all a fraud. If he had any integrity, he'd have said, look, this script is shit. This is not Luke. I'm not going to portray Luke in this fashion. If you want this, you're going to have to CGI me or recast Luke, because I'm not doing it. That would have been integrity in the character. But no, he took the money, just like Han Solo. He took the money to be in half a movie. And then it is what it is. So they have no integrity in the character. The only one who, even Carrie Fisher, I mean, there's some ties to say, yeah, she's got Jedi connection, but how is the bitch floating in space without death?
She was a Sanderson sister.
You know what I mean? Like, if any of them had any integrity and she wasn't worried about getting the money for her next cocaine supply, she'd have said, this doesn't make any fucking sense for me to be out in space like this. Like, we haven't really delved into this in the movie series at all, and I doubt that maybe the vast majority of adult Star Wars nerds watch the animated series. Probably. I didn't. So it's like,
They were expecting all the kids who read the fucking graphic novels and shit.
the thing is,
Or
I'm not going to read a book of Star Wars.
The animated series is good, and I think
It is.
I think
I've
The Clone
heard-
War series. That's
I've-
what you're talking about, right?
I've heard,
Yeah.
but as an
Yeah.
adult, I don't think I can jump in.
No, it's good. It's good.
They-
It's for its time. It's more adult than it should have been.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
have
Yeah, the animated series, the Clone Wars, and all the ones after, it's heavy politics, and I don't understand the appeal to kids because that show will make them fucking tune out quick. But the showrunner for all of them, Dave Filoni,
Filoni.
he should be running Star Wars, in my opinion. Because everything you're seeing come out that you're like, oh my god, this is what's saving Star Wars. Dave Filoni's had his hands in it.
I mean, I hear Andor is really good.
I was about to say,
I
speaking of
haven't
which,
watched any of it.
I
I'm
need to
2
check it out.
episodes into Andor, and it's pretty good.
okay.
It's not bad.
I've heard it's a slow roll. It's more of a political type drama
It is.
than like
It
an
is.
action, which is okay. I mean, I think I'm hope. The problem is, from what I've heard, I haven't watched it. A buddy of the stream, Mike, he's watching Andor, and his thing is he wishes that Obi-Wan and Boba Fett were better
Boba Fett,
shows, but because they weren't better or they weren't as good as they should have been, people are just kind of like, fuck Andor. I'm not willing to give it a shot.
I agree with him. No, I can see it because yeah, Obi-Wan kind of goes a little off the rails, and then I think the only shows that they have that were really good in my opinion was Mandalorian and Andor at this point.
Mandalorian, I really like. Yeah, I did. I can't say I've watched Boba because we didn't finish Mandal. I haven't even gotten to the part in Mando in season 2 where he meets Luke. So I can't watch Boba Fett yet, even though they've already had some ties. So like, but I got to be honest. I am one of those people. I love Mandalorian, but then like I'm like excited for Boba Fett, and then people are like, nah, dude, Boba Fett's shitty.
All
Like,
of my
compared
all
to
of my
Mandalorian, it's
issues-
garbage, and it's like, well, fuck me.
All of my issues with Mandalorian are every time it ties back to Luke and original Star Wars. I think Disney needs to make up its mind. If you had this last trilogy where you're retiring these characters, you need to move in a direction and
Well,
not pull everything
somewhere
back to
else.
fan
From
service.
what I understand, Luke comes in and he's like a powerhouse, right?
Yeah, it's bad CGI.
But he's
again,
like a badass. He is Luke Skywalker, the Jedi. Because from my understanding, the whole concept behind the Mandalorian character that Gus Fring from Breaking Bad plays, because I was watching behind the scenes, and there's a scene where Gus meets Luke. Apparently, now once again, I haven't seen the episode, so I don't know. But they were talking about the guy. I can't remember his real name, but Gus was looked at Luke and was terrified. And people had questions about it. And apparently the concept was, at this point, Luke Skywalker was like a ghost. He was Solid Snake. He roamed the lands,
Yeah.
and he fucked up any sort of strongholds that still existed from the old Empire. So when he sees him, the idea is like, you're not supposed to exist. And it's basically when the rebels in Rogue One see Darth Vader. Is the
That's
same thing.
exactly what it is.
So if that's the case, then you can't have him do what he does in Last Jedi, right? Like literally because Kylo Ren feeds into the dark side, which is a pattern you've seen in 9 fucking movies at that point. You mean to tell me like he would just fall to a puddle of goo, like literally the ghost of Jedi? And that's the problem. Is it's like Mando can't course correct that either. Like they want to show Luke as Luke should have been, sure, but the lore that it ties to is a different character, unfortunately.
I feel like if Luke Skywalker trained somebody who fell into the dark side and he realized that the person he trained is repeating what the Empire did, that he would be like, I'm a headhunter now. I'm coming for you. Like, I feel like that's what Luke would do.
See, I would say a more believable,
own
a more believable link exactly would have been where he would have killed Kylo and strayed towards the dark side. Because I can understand a Luke, as powerful as he is, straying towards the dark side. It's already in his blood. So, like, that would have made more sense than Luke going complete pacifist pussy.
They do make that reference though, where Kylo wakes up and Luke is over him with the saber.
Yeah,
but he
and that's the moment.
stops.
That's the moment he turned pussy.
Yeah.
That's why they
Well, it's
need to
because he
move
didn't wanna-
away
It's his nephew.
from these characters because you keep tying it back to old Star Wars and you get just embarrassing like, do you guys know who Yaddle is?
That's the blue-haired one, right?
No, Yaddle is Yoda, a female Yoda.
Oh,
Just picture Yoda, but with a human wig. Like Star that's why I don't like talking Star Wars with like Star Wars purists, because I tell them like I like what you like, but what you like is also fucking stupid.
Yeah, you
Star
have to
Wars
understand
is
that what you want is not everything in the novel should be brought to film. Like the novels are fan fiction. Can we be honest? They may be in lore, but they were fan fiction.
yeah, the Star Wars is dumb. Is the moral of the story? Star Wars
I
is dumb.
still say the one shot that could have redeemed Luke in the entire thing is when Kylo is trying to kill him. Where the meme comes from, where he's like more. That meme. You have Kylo meet him like he does, right? And this would work better with the storyline where Luke is strayed a little bit towards the dark side. Where you have him meet Luke like he does, and Luke isn't a projection, by the way. That's stupid. But Luke's there, and Kylo's there, and then you just hear the wind as they're talking to each other. Just and then Kylo goes, I've got all them, like, you can't possibly survive this. And Luke goes, oh yeah? And then behind him, the AT-ATs, everything, Luke destroys it, explodes with his mind, fucking gone, crashing into each other. The only thing that behind him is a giant fireball. And then the scene you have is on Luke, and you have the fire behind them. It's an orange sky at this point, and you have it mirror the scene between Anakin and Obi-Wan, except you have Luke in the Anakin position where he's looking like more of the crazed. And like, if you would have done like, I mean, I'm sorry, but that's what if you're going to go anything, Luke cannot, this idea that he got depressed so he just basically doesn't have his powers is ridiculous. You can't go from being the ghost to that. KG says that would have been a better movie. Sure, yeah, like I'm sorry, but the fact that they use Luke for laughs. People remember him drinking the fucking green milk and fading into pixie dust more than anything. And then at the end of the movie, you still got that kid who's got force. It's like, really?
Star Wars is dumb.
Yeah. So
I think the problem is that the
better.
creators are creating this bubble.
I wouldn't go that
because
far.
they're keeping
Star
it to
Trek
the
is better enough.
Skywalker family.
Yeah.
It keeps getting smaller and small. Like there's so much more to Star Wars. There's a whole fucking world out there. Like
all about the Skywalkers, man. What are you talking
Well,
about?
how come we haven't put the story of Starkiller to film? You mean to tell me you can't put the story of Vader's fucking hitman clone?
So if they set up Grand Admiral Thrawn with Mandalorian, that would be awesome. That's a story people would like. But I don't know what Star Wars does from here because they're all over the place.
Have you guys ever played the Force Unleashed games?
Oh yeah.
That character is Starkiller. You take him, you give me an 8-series, right? Of him essentially being an intergalactic assassin. You only have it loosely, I mean, it is tied to Vader, it has to be. But you, within the show, loosely tied. You set it in the universe, you give it all the Star Wars flair and the space and blah, blah, blah. But it is a 8-episode series about a galactic assassin with force powers. And then you reveal that Vader's behind it, and then you do the Starkiller, the whole storyline. Like, you could do that. Easy. You could even, the guy who played Starkiller in the games is still in great shape. You can get him to fucking play it.
He plays Darth Maul in the
animated
series.
Yeah, so like, and he's a huge nerd, so it's like, there's things you could do. There's things that fans want you to do that you won't do. It's just like the Metal Gear Solid series. Like, there's fans want one. Fans want Metal Gear Solid 4 remaster. They want that over a new one. The, what was it, Sons of Patriots?
No, what the...
I loved that game. You gotta throw that cat into the blender. All right, let's talk about some stuff. You guys said you were watching it on the screen.
Is that mozzarella or is that BMO?
Yeah, this is mozzarella.
I mean, mozzarella fucking shredded. All right, so I wanted to talk about this first off because Lewis and I did watch it, so we're not going to review it. But Lewis, what did you think about Terrifier 2? I
liked it. I everything I liked about it was the first movie was good. It was like it has a cult status. Director wants to make another movie, gets even more money. Does he make something to appease the masses? No. In fact, he made a movie that is damn near not marketable at all. Um, it's a good movie. It's a good movie. And when Matt and I were talking back and forth on it, I was like, it feels like I uh picked up a VHS tape off of a block, like at a blockbuster, and I'm watching an old movie that's just really good. Um, my wife watched it with me. She's terrified of clowns, but she saw the first Terrifier.
Awesome.
And she kind of had the same feeling, like uh the Art the Clown is such like a fun, uplifting character that the article Matt's showing, I don't really understand. Um,
Well, so there was backlash to this article and his statements on this and what he talks about. And here's the thing. Terrifier 2 is incredibly violent, but
oh yeah,
it is a level of violence that's so fake in it. I mean, it's not fake in its depiction, but it's a movie.
it's just so goofy.
It's a goofy horror movie, and Leon explains that he has mixed feelings about such reports of people. As you can see here, you got pussy number one here fainting because of the movie. You know, I mean, the mop bucket's next to him, or whatever, that briefcase of doom, I can't tell. Somebody tweeted, just saw Terrifying 2. It was an amazing gory mess. The guy behind me passed out cold and crashed into my chair. Another guy left because he didn't feel good. I overheard him say in walking out the theater door, I heard a guy puking hard and loud in the bathroom. A pussy. Because I mean, come on. It's a movie. You guys are pussies. Like, don't go see, if you're that much of a pussy, don't go see it, right?
But it's also like, don't go into something that makes you uncomfortable. If you like horror movies, we have these trigger warnings. Don't go see a movie that's is going to be gory. It's just like common sense.
Well,
Like,
the director does
in part
say.
One,
oh, go on.
In part one, you got a girl upside down and there's a chainsaw going from crotch to fucking face.
And that's his whole point. He goes, listen, I would love to have a couple walkouts. I think it's sort of a badge of honor because it's an intense movie. I don't want people fainting, getting hurt during the movie, but it's surreal. Here's the thing. It's called Terrifier 2. You should probably see Terrifier 1 before jumping into this one. If you see Terrifier 1, you know what you're getting into. Then literally there is now a notorious murder scene, a hacksaw scene. That's the one you're talking about, Alex, the vajayjay cut.
Yeah.
He's right. Like here, like for one thing, I think audiences are kind of used to modern tame horror is part of the problem. They're used to their AAA jump scare, repeat, rinse and repeat. So that's a problem within the industry. And I think the culture is like, to us, horror is whatever makes me jump out of my chair because it was really loud and flashed on the screen. And that's not a horror movie. I think jump scares are, for one thing, they don't affect me. But I think they're boring. I think they're the lowest form of you know what I mean?
that's because you're dead inside.
Well, my psychiatrist said that, and then they went missing.
Let's see your face. Take your glasses off again.
But if you haven't, so Classics 8, yeah. So KG, we will watch it together. We gotta understand. I got a schedule, lady, man. I'm trying. So it is. It seems very much if they film it like a classic 80s slasher, where every kill and every murder scene has a certain build up, where it's like that familiar, like, oh, he's gonna kill people, and then he kills them brutally. Like, it is that formula, but it's done in a way that, like, Art the Clown himself performs the role so well that it's one of those movies where you laugh and you're like, fuck, I just laughed at this movie. Like, it's that sort of thing.
What I would say is, if you like horror movies, rent this movie, pay for Screambox for 1 month to watch it. There's not a lot of success stories.
I'm gonna say pay for Screambox because, like, here's what I would do and what I'm gonna do. Pay for Screambox. It's like $5. It's the same price as a rental.
I'm gonna keep it for a while.
Then me too. And then buy this on digital or physical, whatever you prefer. Support the movie. I mean, the movie. Yeah. If you are a fan of horror movie, I think that's the most relative thing. Is like, make sure you can do Terrifier 3 because the guy's got ideas and I want to see it.
Yeah, and you don't get a lot of like success stories like this. Like, sometimes a movie will have a cult status, and then like a Blumhouse will come in and be like, well, here's a bunch of money, you got to make these changes. This dude, his first movie did well, he got more money, made his second movie, and he could have made it more like approachable to other studios, he went in the other direction. He's like, "Fuck all you guys! I'm making this movie as gory as I want, as long as I want."
And here's the
And-
thing: that's been attempted before. If you think about what's his face's Green Inferno, but he
Yeah.
failed with that movie. And this movie's having a great success.
Oh yeah, it's made over 10 million, and Damon deserves every fucking penny of it. Like,
Well,
I'm
okay,
so glad that
so
this movie's doing well.
The screenshot that's up. This is one of my favorite scenes
Yeah.
because what preludes this is he's in the background trying on different sunglasses and just making funny faces and fucking with her. And then he comes up to her with a bicycle horn, a clown horn, and just starts like rapidly squeezing it. And that's supposed to be the horror of it. Like he's just, and she's starting to lose her. It's a goofy, fucking, violent, fun movie. And I want to watch it again. But once again, it's one of those movies, as Lewis so gently said, I'm dead inside. So I'm not the person to tell you, like, you're going to enjoy this. Even if you are a horror fan, there's potential for you to it being even too much for you if you don't know what you go watch the first one. And if you watch that and you go, man, that was fun, I'd like to see more of that, then watch this. If you watch the first one and you go, I don't know, probably not the second one's not the route to go. It's definitely not a date night movie. All right,
My wife wanted to see the first one to find out what the second one
did
was.
she like it?
I was like, you're not gonna watch the first one.
She's not gonna like it. No.
I was like, we're not gonna watch the first one because you're not gonna like it.
Well, she probably just doesn't love the ultra, and that's the way Jen is too. She's not a huge fan of the ultra gore.
But she likes stuff like Sinister and stuff like that. And I think she liked Hereditary as well.
I'm going to be honest with you. When it comes to Art the Clown, most of the scenes he was on camera when he wasn't brutally decapitating people, I was laughing just because he plays it so well. His facial expressions in this movie are everything. Because he doesn't have a single line of dialogue. So, like...
Yeah, and my initial complaint to Matt was that the movie was so long, and I think on reflecting on it, the movie is long, but I think I wanted to see Art more just because I was greedy and I wanted to see his performance.
And that's really, I think, to their benefit, what the movie is. It's essentially loosely tied together dialogue tied together, tying to a razor-thin storyline that sets up just the next kills he's going to do. Like, the storyline's shallow as fuck. It's only there to make sense as to why he's going from kill to kill.
Yeah.
All right. I had this article pulled up. I didn't really look at it too much, but it was just kind of a... Watch these 3 nasty new holiday horror trailers, including Christmas Bloody Christmas. We don't need to watch these, but I just want to note there is a few new horror movies coming out this Christmas. We're not going to watch the whole thing because 2 minutes is ridiculous.
Spent over $1 trillion on the most cutting-edge robot technology. Introducing RoboSanta Plus for the upcoming holiday season.
What are you going to do this fine Christmas Eve?
I was potentially...
All right, I'm going to tell you right now, purely due to RoboSanta and the amazing Christmas neon lighting, I'm all in on this movie.
Yeah,
it's on Shudder. No more of that. December 9th on Shudder and in theaters. You're a Shudder fan, that's a good one. Christmas tapes. What do we got here?
Do you want to just
found footage Christmas horror movie? Yeah. Found footage!
That's why I saw it as soon as you...
When is no more? When does this come out? December 16th digital, so it doesn't have a streaming contract yet. Snow Falls. This one looks dicey. Out in the Canadian woods.
Damn, River. Family's second home? Third, if you count the one we built in Martha's Vineyard.
I want to watch it, KG, so bad.
Hey, son. Did you make it there safe?
Just walked in.
All right. Have fun. Happy New Year.
Dad.
Dad? Dad? You there, Dad? Dad!
We're not going anywhere. We need to stay as warm as possible.
So it's literally the cold that's killing them. All right, so 2 out of 3 ain't bad. I'm all in on Christmas Bloody Christmas, and I got to see if this is going to be streaming this Christmas tapes. You hate found footage, KG? It's my favorite horror movie genre.
What?
Same. I love found footage.
I don't like shaky cameras.
Found footage is the most inventive, like, creative breath of fresh air to the horror genre.
KG just inadvertently said she hated both of the films I made.
But found footage, it kind of has to be, because found footage forces you to you have to do, you have to ground this, you have to make it as believable as you possibly can. It
Yeah,
has
and
to be.
I think a lot of people don't like found footage because it forces the viewer to do some work too. Like you have to pay attention. You have to go with the theme of
it
the
also
movie.
puts you on, like, if you're not dead inside, I'd imagine it puts you on your toes a little of just like, oh shit, found footage is designed to fuck with your senses is what it is. Like when they go in a dark room, it's designed, your whole room goes dark if you're watching it in the right setting, and then that's how that shit, you know what I mean? Like I love found footage. I think it's an effective way to be both scary and it's a good, I don't know. I wish there were more found footage style movies. Now on to what
you said, I like Wreck, but not Blair Witch.
I think everybody needs to finally
want a good
agree that
storyline.
Blair Witch is great because it was an innovator, but beyond that, it's a boring movie that doesn't really anything happen to the last half hour. When you compare him to modern day found footage, Blair Witch doesn't hold up as much.
I was looking at a list of like the 10 most overrated movies, and Blair Witch was like number 4.
I mean, it's good. It's good, but it's
with Titanic being number 1.
I mean, the problem is watching it now with everything that's come after it. It is a very one-dimensional movie. It is like one of my movies with way more budget. She said, "Oh no, I liked your found liar." Anyway,
liar.
On to some happiness. Not. Lewis Gallagher died today. Did you know that?
I thought he died a long time ago.
Now, we've already established here on the show that we can't take Lewis's judgment for serious at all because he didn't even know Wonka was dead. I mean, literally when we told him on air, I think it was right before air maybe, that Gene Wilder was dead, the look of sadness on his face was like you shot a puppy in front of him.
Like
it was live. It was live.
I'm not even fucking joking. Like that ruined my weekend.
Wait, he's dead? Yeah, he's dead, bro. I thought he was in a community somewhere. Nope.
AG in capitals, it says dead at 76, not 94.
Yeah, no, right there. Yeah, it does say it. Yeah, I was a big fan of Gallagher.
Same. Yeah.
I enjoyed his specials. I think the earlier specials, especially if you watch them, have a lot more adult shit in them than you'd think. A lot of his humor in between the bits and the props was legitimately funny.
Yeah.
I think in my head I thought he had died a long time ago because I thought when we were kids
he was 78.
I thought he was like in his late 60s, 70s.
That's
I was doing the math in my
Okay,
head.
The way you thought he died was Mitch Hedberg for me. I loved the comedian Mitch Hedberg, and I was listening to him.
That's a sad case.
And
too.
my buddy's like, "Who are you listening to?" And I'm like, "Mitch Hedberg. I wonder if he's coming to Chicago. I would like to go to a show." He's like, "Dude, he's dead." And I'm like, "What? He's been dead for 5 years.
Yeah,
What is
he
wrong
had an
with you?"
OD, man. That's why he wasn't on that 70s show anymore. I don't know how long this is. Hold on, let's see.
Oh, Gallagher. He was definitely a pedophile, wasn't he?
I don't think so. I think he was a womanizer.
Allegedly.
Yeah, you need to say that, bro.
There's no bodies, though, because he'd smash him with a hammer.
Smash the cheeseburger. Now, this, mind you, this wasn't his entire bit. He literally throughout this special would tell stories, and that couch behind him is a trampoline. So throughout it, he would be jumping up and down on it, and then pull the props out of it. So
yeah, he would do like whole stories.
The smashing fruit thing was legitimately how that was what he was known for, but that was only his climax of his show. He would end the special with him pulling out the sledgehammer and hitting this shit.
Yeah.
This wasn't like he would do an hour 15 of a show, then for the last 5 minutes it would be smashing shit, but he was only known for smashing shit.
You would hear the crowd fucking getting excited because they're starting to pull the plastic over.
Yeah.
He was Lunette before Lunette was Lunette.
Who the fuck is Lunette?
That's the girl from the kids' TV show Big Comfy Couch.
Yes. He had that before she did. Yes. Now, he eventually, I believe, gets the watermelons. I
Damn,
assume.
that was a deep cut. Holy shit.
But that's the thing is like, and like I know KG's like, and this is funny. KG, your mind is so small in some ways, my dear. But that was the problem with it is like Gallagher was legitimately funny, but he was only known for smashing goddamn watermelon, and that drove him insane. Like that's why Gallagher was such a cunt. From everybody reports that whoever knew Gallagher and talked to him in real life, he was an asshole. And part of it was because he was only fucking known for smashing fruit and not for his hour of comedy he filmed before that people only, you know what I mean? So like that's why he was a bitter douchebag his whole life.
He was kind of George Carlin-esque in a way.
Yeah, he was
with
that
with
sort
the way
of
he
era.
said things, with the way he said things.
Okay.
Both of them are like old hippies. I still feel fucking
Yeah.
Gallagher was a hippie.
He had to fucking get
What
his
is
stone
this?
somewhere.
Latino actors in Marvel's Black Panther, Wakanda Forever explain power of representation. Alex, you sent me this. What's up?
I don't know. I just they're saying like Latinos have not been in films before, and I just was like, okay,
Have you
really?
not seen Blood In, Blood Out? That's a perfect
They weren't properly
representation of the
represented there.
Latinos. What is it? Why is it so powerful to represent this culture within the Marvel universe? We would not be here if it wasn't for Black Panther. The Black Panther, they went in and they knocked down some doors and they were like, we're here. So in essence, I feel like they just reached out and pulled us up. And now children in Central America and South America and here in the States are going to be able to see themselves.
So is this because they made Namor as
Yes, yes,
Techian?
yes.
Oh my god! And it's was it Namor?
Namor.
No, like no love. I think it translates to.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
It's amazing as a Mexican woman representing a
name is
lot of
Namor,
diversity in my country
okay?
because the face is
As a-
representing a lot of women in Mexico. When I watched this movie, I was like, oh my God, this is huge. It's amazing. This work represents my culture.
Okay, as a Latino, not a Latinx.
Are you sure you're not a
fuckers.
Latinx?
No. Namor is Namor, and they turned him as Tech, which I don't mind because that's a good culture
Well,
to
okay.
to pull into like the underwater kind of
Well, so the
mysterious concept.
The problem is can we stop pretending like superheroes are good role models for children? They're all steroided up, rich fuckheads, and we force it down our throats that the best part of you is to be as jacked as like that dude that at 38 years old has those guns because he takes fucking TNT every morning and works out for 6 hours a day. Why are we pushing that superheroes should be role models for children when they are the actors themselves are frauds? They're just being portrayed by nothing. If you want legitimate like superheroes, go to the source material because Hollywood's
tell you-
horseshit.
Man, actually, if you look up Namor from Black Panther, he's kind of squishy. He's not
Okay,
as muscular as he should have
I
been.
say that Namor. Okay,
Well,
so
for
let's look him up. Black
He's a little.
Panther.
He's been hitting the tamales. Let's just say that he's been hitting the tamales in this movie.
Okay, so Namor should look like this. He should be a ripped fish man who stinks, presumably of the sea, no matter what he does. Let's see what he looks like in the movie. Watch, there's no body shots of him. Oh my God, he's got the same body of Fabian.
Oh,
And the only reason I assumed he was ripped is because he said, what did he say here? They asked him, you play a powerful individual, a warrior. What was that like for you? And he said it was so much fun. I'm not gonna lie, but it was fun. It was a lot of hard work. I mean, a lot of hard work stuff in your fucking face, maybe. Like Jason Momoa starves himself for 6 weeks until he gets abs at 45, and this dude shows up like, yo, I'm Mayan, deal with it. Like the dude who plays the
With
fish guy
squat
from The
ears.
Boys has fucking 28-inch pythons. This guy, like, I don't care how cool his goatee is. Whatever.
the only thing he has is fucking Spock ears.
Look, here's the thing: is I honestly at this point I don't give a shit. I don't need to be represented. I don't want you to feel you're represented by movies because you're not. Just watch a movie for entertainment, and if you can't watch a movie past that, don't watch the movie. Like if you need another reason to watch a movie besides it's an entertainment product, like if you need to watch a movie because you feel it represents you because you're black, white, gay, Hispanic, whatever it is, you have a problem. It's entertainment. It's cinema. It's the ideas. It's an equalizer. Everybody watches it and we all laugh or we all cry or we all like the drama or action, whatever the case is. And instead, the shit like this, and don't be wrong, if there's some kid out there that feels empowered by Fat Namor, then please, I hope you fucking feel great about yourself. I hope it helps you. But I highly doubt there's many kids in the fucking favela watching fucking Black Panther going, I'm gonna be that fish Hispanic dude one day. That's me.
Also, superheroes are fake.
Yes.
Sorry, I said it.
They're not real. Like, you can't strive to be something that doesn't, you can't be Clark Kent. It'll never happen.
Well, you could be a Clark Kent, you just can't be Superman.
You can be a cunt, but you can't be Clark Kent. You can't be Spider-Man. You're not as smart as Tony Stark.
You could be a Peter Parker.
Yeah.
Poor, barely making
or
a
Clark
paycheck
Kent.
to paycheck.
You could be a Natasha Blah and be a super secret redheaded spy.
KG says she could be an Iron Man.
You cannot prove it.
Speaking of which, Ironheart in the Black Panther movie, if you look up pictures of Ironheart,
We're going to actually watch some of the trailer of Ironheart. I actually have that on the docket. What the fuck is this you sent me, Alex?
So bad.
Well, NASCAR's coming to Chicago.
Ooh.
Okay.
July 1st and 2nd.
How much are premium tickets?
$300.
Ah! We don't need to talk about it. The fuck is this? Oh.
So actually, I will say something about NASCAR.
I wouldn't mind going, but $300 a ticket?
It's gonna be driving along Lakeshore Drive, and
that's pretty cool.
I'm not a NASCAR fan, but I watch F1, so I get like
Hey,
recommended.
fuck you
all these
too,
videos.
buddy.
And there's a driver in NASCAR named Ross Chastain, I think. NASCAR's full of nothing but young kids now, but you can look up videos. He did what everyone's calling the most video game move ever. He was losing in a race. He
rode the wall.
Yep, he needed to get a couple points, so he dumped the clutch, ran the car into the wall, accelerated, and literally just looped around. It's a fucking funny video.
Let the fucking wall guide him to his fucking
just rocketed around the wall.
What was his name again?
I think it's Ross Chastain or Chase.
It was a pretty fucking cool move, man. He
you
just
can
fucking
YouTube
rides the wall.
NASCAR wall ride. No one's ever done anything like this ever, and everyone's calling it like a video game move. It was fucking crazy.
That's one of the reasons why too. Because he needed the points, but that's why I decided to add that in there because it's an entertainment thing. It's fucking NASCAR coming to Chicago. They're gonna be driving the fucking.
The one team has this momentum after that move headed in.
It's gonna be nothing but drunk ass people though.
Oh yeah.
DC so true.
Yeah, Ross Chastain.
I'm trying to find the fucking video.
But yeah, the minimum seats priority seating is fucking $300, and I think it went up to $600 at what, you know.
Here's the thing is like, that's a lot of fucking money, dude.
Kay just said she found it.
I found
Send
it.
the link.
I would pay that much to see a Formula One race, but not NASCAR.
Yeah, I'm more of a fan of F1. I'm trying to see when he starts this maneuver.
I would pay that much to see a Euro race, like a European circuit.
Oh, dude, I'd love to see F1.
That would be amazing.
I mean, they did F1 in Vegas.
Circuit racing though, those go like all fucking day.
All
right, I found it. Jesus Christ, that was taxing.
We're gonna fight for a championship in Phoenix. Take a look at what he did.
I have never seen anything like that before in my life.
Jesus, what a reckless fucking move. I love it.
Wide open around the wall in 3 and 4 at Martinsville.
He came in second right there.
I love it.
Oh no, he came in third.
That guy's got balls. That literally was a Ricky Bobby move. Like, we're talking about it like video game move.
That's actually what everybody said.
That's a fucking Ricky Bobby move of like, fucking I'm going in! And he just, whoop! Like, good for that guy. Balls of fucking steel.
He didn't get like fined for that move.
How do you not get in trouble for hitting the guy ahead of you?
There's no rule for riding the wall.
Interesting.
Shit,
well, I mean,
dude.
but what about the bump? Like, is that just part of the race?
NASCAR, yeah, rubbing is racing. They don't care.
Fuck, that's all right. I mean, that's pretty cool. Giovanni, you got some shit about Prince of Persia here.
I do. So Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time was getting a remake in 2020.
Oh.
Yeah, I was actually looking
And-
forward to it. I'm a big fan of the original Sands of Time.
Yeah, but you see this picture right here in the article?
Beautiful.
That's the final look.
That looks bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not great. Let's see if I can.
So when they released
open it up
the
in just the image.
announcement, people were like, "Oh, this is an early showing, right?" And they were like, "Nope, this is it."
So wait, did they?
This is it.
Was this just a reskin remaster, or was this a from the ground up?
It was supposed to be a complete remake, like a complete
Did
from the ground up.
Did any of you guys watch the Prince of Persia movie? Did anyone?
Yeah, but
yeah.
I didn't dig it. I mean, it's a dumb action romantic comedy.
So they pushed this back to January 2021 because
2020
fans got pissed, and then they pushed it back again to March of 2022, and then they pushed it back again indefinitely.
Ugh.
It's not canceled.
The game is currently
But it's
development at
been pushed
Ubisoft.
back.
That said, there are currently no plans to remake any other Prince of Persia titles.
And I guess because Ubisoft is like, fuck, we need to upscale this. Like,
My question is, what is Ubisoft working on other than this? Like, how many fucking Rainbow Six games can you make?
I honestly don't think they have another project.
Wait,
And
is
that's why I think,
Is Ubisoft that not Assassin's Creed? Is it?
Yeah.
Ubisoft.
yeah.
So yeah, they do have
Oh.
those in development. You're right. Yeah.
Mirage. Yeah. That's
Maybe the
they're using all
resources
their
just
resources.
be because they've got like what 2 or 3 Assassin's Creed titles coming out.
That means this game's gonna be shelved. This game's never gonna come out.
I don't think
If
I
it
don't
comes
think that-
out, you're gonna see it as is, and it's gonna be like a $30. Like, hey, guess what? We released it.
But you know what? That
KG said that was PS2 graphics.
I mean,
that's gonna
it's
suck
bad, but-
because there are these sections of studios where there's a team that's been working on this forever.
probably a
and
couple
they,
years.
They know it's not going to come out, but they're told like you still work on that. That's gotta suck.
They're making them work. Well, you would have to imagine at this point, if they've completely removed it from listing and there is no pre-order and there's no date, more than likely the teams that were working on this were pulled off of this to work on the other Assassin's Creed games. The question is, how much trouble are those other Assassin's Creed games in if other teams are being pulled off of their projects to work on those?
Here's what makes this one interesting. So when this was shown off and the release date was given, the game from Sony's and Ubisoft was considered gold. That means that it is ready to go. There's no more work to be done on it. So they stopped it.
So do you think this
because
is just a
enough people
Morbius
complained.
situation where it's just
Yeah,
shit?
I think they stopped it because they realized, oh shit, if we release this like this, nobody's gonna buy
We're
it.
we're gonna get fucking dogged, and then nobody's gonna buy
Yeah.
our new Assassin's Creed games because we put out this shit pile. Rough.
So
Okay.
I guess they pushed it back, released a statement that says we're still working on it, we're gonna improve, pushed it back again, saying we're gonna improve, and now there's no date for it. So yeah, I think it's shelved. I think that's it.
All right. I know you linked me this. I think we talked about it a little bit last week. Geralt is leaving The Witcher and Henry Cavill, being replaced by Liam Hemsworth. Why?
Nope, not my president.
So
Ice cream doesn't have bones.
So what a lot of people failed to realize when this was announced, people didn't go after Henry Cavill. They actually stood by his side, and it's because when they were filming for season 2 early on, he was bitching that he didn't like the direction they were going with the.
I've also heard this, that it has nothing to do with his schedule. He's not liking where it's going.
And he said he would commit to 7 seasons on one condition. This is in an interview, in video, and on an article. The condition is that they would need to stay true to the book story. Keep it as close as possible. You can change some names around, but he doesn't want to see a lot of fidgeting. And season 2 did a lot of fidgeting.
So but I mean, he stayed for season 3. So the question is, are we as fans of the Witcher looking at a season 3 that is so derivative we're not going to enjoy it? Is he going to be in it just to be in it? Is his role diminished in season 3?
I think you're going to get season 3 and maybe a season 4, and that's it.
Well, the season 4 is going to be the one with Liam. But yeah, I don't.
You're going to get season 4 and maybe a 5.
And I just have a question. Why would you cast Liam Hemsworth instead of Mads whatever the fuck his name is? Milkinson, Mickelson. Why wouldn't you cast him for Geralt? Like, yeah, he may be a little bit shorter, but the Henry Cavill's only like 6 foot.
I don't know.
KG just wants Henry Cavill. She in her living room right now, building a PC in a Dego.
I do too, KG.
Yeah, I think we all do. I'd love to have a pint with him and discuss shit.
I don't
Maybe blow him.
I don't see where they go
With his
from here. I
mustache.
don't think it's gonna work out with Liam. I think the
Nope.
more interesting thing though, because the show's gonna tank, but the more interesting thing to me is what Netflix is gonna do, because Netflix was building The Witcher to be essentially its thing to replace Stranger Things. It's big. They have the world of The Witcher. They invested in the anime. There's a whole show.
Well, they're gonna have to start making more Curious Cabinet episodes.
Yeah. So what does Netflix do after? The only other big thing I know Netflix has down the pipeline, that's awesome and not awesome, is the showrunners for Game of Thrones. One of the reasons they dipped out on Game of Thrones was for a big Netflix deal, and part of that deal is for them to adapt a show based off the Three Body Problem, which is like a fucking mind-melting sci-fi series. So if The Witcher tanks, maybe Netflix has that. But once Stranger Things is gone, like, what big thing does Netflix have?
I mean, here's the concern. You have a season 4 that has a greatly diminished presence of Geralt, and then you have a season 5 they release with no Geralt. And they pawn it on, well, the Geralt wasn't in all the stories in the first books. And they pawn it off on that. Like, maybe that, I mean, if they want to keep it going, and they're locked onto that 7th season, I would bet at some point you have a Geralt-less season, who comes back in the last episode.
They can't, though. They honestly can't. The first season
Depends on how bad that season 4 tanks and how much agenda-driven they are with their writing.
Yeah, there's 2 books in the series that are just short stories, and the first season was based off of one of them.
Yeah, you've already used quite a bit of the material, and the rest you kind of pissed on.
Those would have been the 2 seasons to like meander and do weird shit, and I don't know, like, what do they do? Is Liam gonna be a younger Geralt? Like,
well,
but to go back in time would be super weird, like, because from then on, the people that Geralt meet become so integral to the story, like, and then they carry massive story points off on their own. You can do that, but yeah, without, like, okay, we're gonna follow her, and we're gonna follow, this character, but they all tie back to Geralt of Rivia. Like, what are you gonna do?
I mean,
kill him off?
The only way you can do it if you have a diminished Geralt presence in a season is you do each episode as its own individual. You do it anthology style. So you have a reason why this episode's focusing on this character. And each episode focuses on one of those characters, and then you have it tie all back to the overarching story. That would be, for me, the only way you'd be able to successfully have minimized Geralt in your show. And he'd still have to show up. I mean, but that's the problem, is nobody's going to like Liam Hemsworth.
No.
If people liked Liam Hemsworth now, he'd be in more shit. I mean, let's just fucking be real.
Yeah, he's the great value Hemsworth.
Yeah,
brother.
he's the other Hemsworth. And then you got Mini Hemsworth, brother, who's the oldest.
Mini Hemsworth.
Speaking of depressing shit that I don't want to come to fruition, Dave Bautista wants to be in Gears of War movie now that they've announced they're making a Gears of War movie for Netflix as well as an anime. And please don't let him or The Rock touch this fucking franchise, for the love of God.
I'm glad you said The Rock, because I'm like, that's the other person.
He tweeted out, "I can't make this any easier." Yeah, you can. Stop asking.
Did you watch that video that he posted though?
We don't need the varicose veins.
He in this video, are you gonna watch it or not?
Yeah, well, go ahead and talk first.
So bad.
No, but like when he talks about it, it's like, really? You think your fucking acting is that good to fucking play Marcus or something like that?
It's also like, dude, you've never played one of these games. Just stop.
Yeah.
Even if he did, just because you're a big muscle dude doesn't mean you qualify. You're a shit actor. Let's play this stupid video. Hey, it's me, Dave Bautista. How you doing? All right, first fallacy. Phoenix doesn't get his armor in the first one from a chest, goddammit. Dom gives it to him after he rescues him from prison. Whatever. Burger King armor. Get the fuck out of here.
This is my.
It's a bit more sad too that he was like, I'm gonna make this cool video and send it to them.
I get it. You can cosplay. That doesn't mean you're a bad actor. It is. That's all that is. You're a bad actor. I don't like you. You shouldn't play him. Anybody but you. Paul Giamatti can fucking play him before you.
He should be Geralt Arivia. Make him Geralt.
Oh, God damn
my
it.
God, can you imagine?
Hey, I'm Geralt. I'm a witch or something. Okay, Dave, we got you. All right, we'll watch a little bit. I'm going to skim through these trailers. We're not going to watch all of them because, I mean, we got John Wick teaser, which for some reason is 2.5 minutes. I doubt that's all new footage.
That is not
Violent
a
Nights at 2 minutes and 42, so I doubt it's all real footage. We got the trailer for that Prince of Persia Sands of Time and us. All right, here's some Ironheart. I'm going to skip through it.
You just got to get to where they, I know they show her armor in here, and it's fucking stupid.
Keep reaching for what inspires you. After all, you never know where you'll find inspiration.
So wait, is it inspiration, or are you just straight up copying Tony Stark? Like, this is not inspiration.
So her character stole the technology.
So you're a fucking... They make the black character a thief? That seems a bit wrong.
Well, here's the thing. Apparently, this character is in the new movie.
Oh, well, yeah. Here's another thing, right? If I don't want to watch Ironheart, right? I have to watch all of the other Marvel stuff.
But they tie Ironheart's character more to Wakanda than the concept of
Tony Stark,
who the character is. Yeah, like this girl, yes, she stole the technology, but she like fawns over Tony Stark. And like apparently Tony Stark is barely mentioned.
So I have a question, because they're showing Mr. Fury here. Right?
Get out of my...
Is Fury an alien or not? Because last time we saw Fury, he was an alien.
I thought he was. Yeah,
I think he is a Skrull.
Is he a Skrull, or is there some
I think
storyline
he
where he's
is.
been in hiding that is in a fucking episode of She-Hulk where she twerks him out of her asshole or something? Like,
No,
am I missing something?
The ending to She-Hulk is
the Fury on Earth is a Skrull because he's actually off-world. They're setting up for
Super Skrull
invasion.
Are they doing? Is he
Secret
gonna? Is he
Invasion,
gonna? Yeah. Is he
yeah.
gonna show up during the Secret Wars? Is that it?
Mm-hmm.
All
I
right.
hear they're setting up for Secret Invasion.
Here's what I do know. Stark chose you.
Here's what I do know. Stark, before he died, and also while dealing with Spider-Man and saving the world, everything, had time to choose you.
He said that you were the only person with the means and knowledge to finish what he started.
Can I just fucking ask Disney to stop appealing to teenage girls in their programming?
But like, she's supposed to be smarter than Tony, and that's what her fucking costume like suit looks like.
It looked like handlebars fucking turned around sideways.
I'm honestly just tired of being fed coming of age fucking teenage girl stories and being told I need to accept it as my, just like I'm tired of being fed She-Hulk shit where everybody said, it's not agenda driven, and then by the end of the episode she's talking to haters on Reddit. It's the most asinine fucking stupid writing. For one thing, I'll go back to it. You can't talk about how you're undervalued and not taken seriously by your peers and then twerk in your goddamn office three episodes later. I would not respect you if I am an attorney walking past your stupid office and you're twerking with some other chick in there. I can't deal with fucking Marvel Disney. I can't, just like I can't deal with Star Wars Disney. It might be good. I don't know. It's not fucking made for me. Let's be real. This movie's not made for me. Miss Marvel's not made for me. WandaVision's 50-50. We're actually going to give that a shot. But She-Hulk you made an Ally McBeal with the superhero, and I am supposed to be, I'm all in because I sucked the dick of Marvel. No. You stop making shit that's not made for me. How about that? Make me something. Give me some fucking product I can give a shit about that isn't Moon Knight with wonky goddamn CGI. Everything that the only good Marvel show that's come out is Loki. That was the only show that Marvel made under Disney that looked like a goddamn movie, like it should. Everything else looks. She-Hulk looks like a goddamn 22-minute sitcom. That's not a good thing. Like that's the problem, is they're not making them cinematic. I haven't watched Captain America and fucking One Arm Guy because it looks boring. And you
watched any of them.
And they make these shows, but they're all built up on the backs of the Avengers and Captain America movies that were amazing. All this garbage is built on the back of what the Russo brothers did in the late stages, and they're just shitting on it. I don't frankly give a fuck about people's inclusivity. Make a product people care about and want to fucking watch. And I mean everybody. You can't tell me, oh, it's not made for you, don't watch it, when every fucking product ties into the next. So when is there a product that I can enjoy and I don't have to sit through Agenda, or I don't have to sit through some coming of age fucking story, or I mean, the only show they made for the guys was Captain America and the super soldier dude. And it looks boring as fuck. I'm just
Winter Soldier.
Yeah, I'm just done with fucking Marvel and Disney Marvel.
I am. I'm.
Besides Spider-Man, I'm
superheroed
sorry.
out.
I am wrong. Spider-Man was an incredible
Spider-Man
movie.
Yes, it was. It was.
But that was all fan service.
That was. Yeah, that was.
That movie was incredible because the fucking filmmakers went, you know what? We're going to give fans more than they've been asking for. And we're going to dump everything at them that they love. And that's what that movie was. They even fucking brought back Electro and made him likable. All right, enough of this shit heap. John Wick teaser. I will see how real this is. It's supposed to be legit, but it's 2 minutes and 29 seconds long, which screams fucking fake.
There's no way this is a teaser.
It says Lions.
KG, a kid doesn't have meat, and she's a fucking thief.
Saying goodbyes.
Saying hello.
The Baba Yaga.
You think your wife can?
The Baba Yaga.
No.
Donnie Yen.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Kizzy, kizzy.
You're going to die.
Oh.
Maybe not.
Goodbye to you, my trusted friend.
A new day is dawning.
All right, I've seen the fact that Donnie Yen is in this. I just saw the fact that Scorpion from the new Mortal Kombat movie is in this. Already A+ in my mind.
New ideas, new rules, new management.
We've known each other
Fucking Skarsgård's in this. We got Pennywise himself.
since we were
Who is this?
The Marquis de Gramont.
Dude, I tell you what, when Ian McShane fucking dies, I'm gonna be sad. I love Ian McShane. Hopefully he never dies. I hope he lives to be 1,000.
Challenge him to single combat. Win or lose, it's a way out.
I don't sit at the table.
Your family does.
Please pray for me. I was the black sheep of the family.
Man has to look his best when it's time to get married. Or buried.
I'm going to need a gun.
Goodbye, my friend, it's hard to die.
If you win, the table will honor its word. You'll have your freedom.
Under the old laws.
I don't know how much of a lag there is. Where are you guys at?
He's opening up a briefcase
That was Mr. Krabs.
That's Mr. Krabs?
Yeah, dude from Starship Troopers.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
See him? There we go. He should be up now.
That's awesome.
All right, I'm gonna stop it. The trailer is legitimately pretty long. I can't wait. That looks badass.
It's gonna be good.
So once again, this is another 2-minute 42, which we'll skim through it a little bit. But I had never seen the beginning of this trailer. Like I've never seen this part of this trailer, which I found kind of funny.
You ain't driving, are you?
I steer a little, but the Ranger do most of the work.
Yes. This is my 4th year.
I do find the whole, like, I steer a little bit, but the reindeer do most of the work. That's pretty fucking funny.
I want to see this movie so bad.
I do too.
I started the whole damn thing.
Alright. We're gonna skip ahead. We'll start before Machine Guns come out, maybe? Or right as Machine Guns come out.
That's what I want for Christmas.
Bring it to your mic, dude.
I don't want any trouble, okay?
So.
Alright. Alright, I know there's the lag. Just the fact that we have a Santa Claus that is just doing his job, like he's literally just enjoying a cookie and he's being held up, is a funny concept to me, but here we go.
I'm just gonna scooch up that chimney.
Who is he? Because it's not your typical mall Santa.
Santa, are you there? Daddy said you were very busy tonight.
If he really is the real...
No such thing as Santa.
These bad men, they're all on my naughty list. Naughty.
Alright, that's enough of that. It's gonna give away the whole goddamn movie.
Yeah, it's gonna.
I don't know when it's coming to theaters, but December 2nd. I hope it goes to streaming really fucking fast. That looks awesome. So this is the trailer that Giovanni was referencing earlier for this Prince of Persia dumpster fire.
Most people think
this is what it sent you?
Like a river.
I thought you did. Did you not?
Oh, it's lagged. Never mind. I forgot. It's lag on my side. Yeah, so this is the this is the final product.
No.
It's it's really bad. Yeah.
Oh boy.
I don't know what they were thinking.
You guys remember that game Spec Ops: The Line for Xbox?
Yes!
It looks a lot like that.
Yes. Oh my god.
Oof. Why would you think this is okay? Like, literally, Unreal Engine 5 exists.
Oh my god, it's so bad.
I mean, here's the thing, right? Like, if you were to tell me it was a reskin remaster, I'd say it looks pretty good compared to the original, but this is a ground-up remake.
Yeah. I don't know what.
I gotta be honest with you, it doesn't, like, you remember in the original Prince of Persia cutscenes, how bad they were?
They were.
It reminds me of that bad. Oops, intro. Yeah, that's all I have in topics. We were talking about earlier, I don't think we really ever got answers from everybody about what we're watching. I have been watching that Cabinet of Curiosities with his oversized suit and his little gremlin thing going on. I've also been watching... I'm 3 episodes away from Banshee, and I cannot recommend that show enough. It's on HBO Max. It's Banshee.
No, from finishing it?
3 episodes away from finishing it, yes.
Yeah, okay.
And it's basically rated R justified.
That's awesome.
How many seasons are there?
It's like 4. It's like the 4th season's a little weird, but it's like Justified meets True Blood in the idea of like there's a lot of blood, there's a lot of sex scenes. It's a hard R-rated Justified, and it's really fucking good. I was surprised at how much it's got. Anthony Starr, aka Homelander, in it. He's the main dude. It is. I don't ever hear anybody talking about it, and in that sense, I'm gonna say it's a highly underrated fucking show.
Yeah.
Because I've enjoyed every. I mean, the 4th season, the final season. It doesn't feel like a season where they're like, oh, we have to do the last season, like we're gonna get canceled. It's a definite season where they knew from the very beginning that was the last season they were gonna do. It's just a weird season compared to the first 3. Like the first 3 are like an action fucking roller coaster ride. Then the 4th season is much more of like a drama season, so it's a little weird, but great show. That's what I've been watching, and you know, I watched Terrifier 2. We're coming into December, so December is going to start the Christmas movies month, both in reviews as well as watching them at home. which I think is unfair because Jen gave me like 6 horror movies throughout all of October. She didn't. She's not being totally one-on-one with this one, so I gotta like.
You better enjoy all of the Hallmark movies.
Yeah, my wife started.
Oh, I don't watch it. No, I don't watch any of those Hallmark pieces of shit.
And I started walking out.
No, 4 Christmases. All the good ones. All of the 4 Christmas. What's the other one where he's the Santa Claus's brother?
Fred Claus.
Yeah, Fred Claus.
Fred Claus.
Probably A Christmas Story. Those movies. Yeah, I ain't watching no Hallmark piece of shit, bro.
You mispronounced that movie last year, and I can't fucking remember what you called it.
Wait, the Fred Claus one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did call it something. I can't remember what though.
No, Alex did.
Oh, did I?
Oh, I think you mixed up 2 of the movies.
No, you. We were talking about it. We were reviewing it. You were like, "Oh, what's the other one we reviewed?" I think you said like Fred Christmas.
Fred Christmas, yes.
Fred Christmas.
I think we might have named the episode Fred Christmas.
Yeah.
No, we
started.
We started our holiday stuff a little early. I've always hated the fucking holidays, but now being a dad, I like them. We rewatched 8-Bit Christmas, which is still just a perfect fucking movie.
I've been watching the restart of Quantum Leap, and it's been pretty good. And then another one is Fire Team or some shit like that. Something to do with fire in the woods, where it's
Fire Team Rescue.
Is it where they use the prisoners?
I think it's called Fire Team. I think it's called Fire Team Rescue.
So they pull these prisoners into this to get early release. They go into this prison, this fire camp, and they have to put out fires. No, they have to put out fires. Yeah. So those are the 2 things I've been watching.
I've been doing Cabinet of Curiosities, which I love. I hope they continue to do that shit. It's every episode is great on there. I have no qualms with any of them. And then I've been rewatching Doctor Who, and
Nice.
I'm 2 episodes into Andor, which is actually really good. It's another
Andor.
good Star Wars show, and I don't know. It sucks because they're back to Star Wars. They're up and down, like Mandalorian, Obi-Wan, Andor, and then like it's I don't know what the fuck is going on.
I've
Like, that's
also
another one.
I have been watching Chainsaw Man.
That's a really good one. And there is a sloppy, uncensored blowjob scene coming up that everybody's been anticipating because it's in the manga. So you got that to look forward to.
Are you excited for it, Giovanni?
I am
crazy
super
manga.
excited for it because it's not a hentai. It's a standard anime TV show, rated TVMA, and they're gonna put it in there uncensored. The Japanese are
my
very
question-
against this.
My question to you is: will you be wearing your glasses, or will you be just watching on TV?
I'm gonna AR that shit hands down. 130 inches
Oh
of
yeah,
screen.
hands down.
Hands
I just,
free, man.
I guess I just like a 20-minute blowjob scene.
I don't think it's 20 minutes, but they called it a slop. They're like the sloppy blowjob scene will be in the show uncensored, and I'm like, yes.
You talk about the Japanese who don't even show pubes.
Yeah.
What a screwy fucking country
I'm excited.
that is.
I'm excited.
Oh,
I know
man.
they canceled oh my god, they banned
Power Rangers.
that fucking no, they banned that
Power
fucking
Rangers.
game that was like Dead Space. What's the game that's coming out?
Callisto Protocol.
So they said it was too violent. Like, are you
Nice.
That makes me
fucking
happy.
kidding me?
Nice. I'm
And
looking forward to it
I-
now.
Yeah, mad respects to that small studio because then we won't release
Well,
it.
hold on. You're mischaracterizing them a bit. They're a small studio, but the reason why it's a Dead Space ripoff is because it's literally being made by the lead designer behind Dead Space 2. Like, yes, they may be small, but they are a very talented team of individuals.
Yes, but when a studio that size, even if they're talented, they're eliminating a whole country worth of profit.
Yeah, but you gotta understand.
money, yeah.
Yeah, but no, it's not. The Japanese aren't that huge. They're not a huge market share of like westernized games like that, though. That's the thing is like the Japanese is a market share, but they're not that big. Like
I am
a
but,
little
like,
surprised that the
you're-
Japanese are blocking anything for violence, though.
You're eliminating profit. I guess that's the argument
Oh,
I'll make.
yeah,
Because to Matt's
you're taking a
point,
hit.
studios in Japan are actually going to start making games strictly for the Western part of the
I've
world.
also heard that Bayonetta 3 just isn't good.
Oh, it's great. I love it.
Really? People were saying is the storyline dumb as fuck? Because I've read a lot that the storyline makes no sense.
None of the Bayonettas make any sense.
The first two are kind of goofy.
Yeah, they're all goofy. Yeah.
Are you upset because of the new voice actress?
No, I mean you could clearly hear the difference. Like there's a significant difference.
I heard a clip and they compared them. Yeah, there is a big difference.
But I play Bayonetta because like it's off the wall like Devil May Cry. If you like Devil May Cry, you'll like Bayonetta.
Yeah, I
like,
actually never played Bayonetta
action.
2 because I've never played it on the Switch, to be honest with you. I love the first one.
Yeah, Bayonetta 2 is really good. I love Bayonetta 3. The action is insane.
I wish they'd bring them to fucking PC though, man.
But that would be nice.
Like the first one's out
has
there.
a grasp on it.
Yeah, but Nintendo put No More Heroes trilogy out on PC. They've got the No More Heroes Travis Strikes Back on PC. So like, there's very little reason for Nintendo. I mean, do a year exclusivity or whatever. But Bayonetta 2's been out for several years. Like, what's the point of locking out? It can't be that hard to port it to fucking PC.
No, like especially not those games.
What's the point of locking? Like the first Bayonetta's got a flawless port. Like, why not open that market share?
Because it's Nintendo.
Stupid.
Something else we didn't say. Next week, Evil Dead game comes out for free on Epic if you have it on PC for the launcher.
Giovanni, are you still one of those people that doesn't use Epic because you don't like Epic?
I don't have Epic installed on my laptop.
Evil Dead will be free.
I'll probably reinstall it for Evil Dead.
They give away free games monthly. Like you get 4 games a month for free from them. We've gotten some decent ones too.
I mean, I got the entire Tomb Raider collection from Epic for free.
Yeah.
The whole thing. Right. They've just dropped all 3 games.
Yeah.
And I love that series. I love the new series. I think it's great.
I thought the third one was the weakest.
Haven't played that one.
They're really good.
The first 2 were
one,
great. The problem with the third one is she starts going into the whole like, it becomes like, are we the bad people or are you the monster? And like the whole concept is she worries she's becoming a monster, but it's just like the first one was survival. The second one it was basically Uncharted rated R. Like, and then the third one it slows down. There's a lot more stealth mechanics in it. I haven't played it in a while, presumably, honestly, but I got to give it another shot. But first 2 are gold, and the third one I was slightly disappointed. It's still a quality game, just it differs from the first 2's kind of style quite a bit.
It also changes the way fucking Laura thinks.
Yeah,
she's a fucking Tomb Raider. Like now she's
she's haunted by all the soldiers that were trying to rape her that she killed. It's
so weird.
She caused.
Like literally, she's feeling bad about killing the cultists who are gonna gut her inside out. Like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, it's so stupid.
Why do we
Plus, I downloaded a mod that gives her back her large-breasted body, non-nude, but like they discriminated against large-breasted women. Like, come on. So she had a figure. She was curvy.
Dude, Angelina Jolie didn't even have those tits. They were all padding. Like even in the movie, those weren't her real tits. Look at her now.
I love those movies.
Lewis is killing another cat live on camera.
No, she keeps trying to jump up here.
All right, guys, let's wrap it up. Any last thoughts? No. We'll be back next week with something. We're going to try to keep it varied up. See if we want to review anything or if we want to just talk and figure that all shit out. So then we've got Christmas month coming up, which technically has 5 weeks. We're going to figure that out too. Maybe...
That doesn't work here, KG.
Yep. Well, she didn't even put a command either. Actually, the command should work, KG. I don't know. Maybe we'll discuss doing another one of the moving pictures with Nerdattude Movie Podcast for a Christmas movie when it's the 3 of us, and see if we can put an episode like that too. Let's see. I'm not hearing it. I got the stream. I don't know. Streamlabs chatbot's a cunt. What do you want me to say?
Yeah, I was listening. It didn't work.
Well, fuck me then. Have a great night, everybody.
Bye.
Goodbye.